Hi guys, it's Tony Hayes again, and if you watched the two previous videos that we covered the 5 critical ranking factors for video SEO in 2014, and then I showed you a brief preview of Hangout Traffic Commando as an automation tool in video number 2, then you'll be looking forward to seeing this brief overview of what Hangout Traffic Commando is, okay? And I'm just going to start off at the top here. Everything on the left hand side is individual softwares, okay? And you can get an idea of the power of this as we go along, okay? This is a complete ranking system. It's a complete dashboard from start to finish for ranking videos. Now at the present time I don't have the video creator in here. It's actually been coded at the moment, and there's going to be a very high quality video creator added to this suite within the next sort of 7 days at least, within 7 days, and it's going to be able to create really high quality videos and publish them over to Google Hangouts as well, okay? And from Google Hangouts it will automatically get published from Google Plus into YouTube, and then we can go and edit inside YouTube as well, okay? So that's an exciting addition that's coming up, and just last night we added one more addition to this suite as well, okay? So from start to finish it's in order of use so that you can get the maximum out of it, okay? Now inside the training area I will have videos on using this, and I'm actually going to do a case study of using the tools, every single tool within the suite inside a case study, and you can see me take it from beginning to end, from making a video to ranking videos, okay? And using Google Hangouts. It will work as well for just normal YouTube videos, and a lot of the time you can use these strategies to rank websites as well via video marketing, okay? So anyway, let's jump into the tool, and you can see here I've got this opened here at the first one called Tube Research Commando. Now Tube Research Commando is a very in-depth intelligence tool that will help you to reverse engineer your competitors, and it will also help you to get internal YouTube links. So let's start with this research tab here, and then we will go and cover the other tabs, okay? So first of all, the first thing I want to do is, once I've put in my seed keyword, which I put in here, real estate Pattaya, which is the city where I live right now in Thailand, you can see how fast it gave us these results, okay? Now these are the top 100 results in YouTube, okay, for that particular keyword. And you can see I did a video the other day and it's sitting there number 5 on YouTube, and basically I used the tube optimization to make this rank in here. And the video is not really about real estate in Pattaya. Well, it is, but it's kind of a marketing video instead. I just used the description from optimization here. No backlinks or anything in there. If I did want to backlink, I could quite easily take the number 1 spot in YouTube, but it will take some backlinks to be able to do Google rankings with that particular keyword, because it's quite competitive. Anyway, let's kick on here. So what you can see here is we've got the title, we've got the URL, we've got the number of views, comments, favorites, ratings, likes, etc., when it was uploaded, what category. This can be quite important, as we're going to see in tube optimization. It will tell us the description in here as well, and it will tell us a bunch of other stuff that we can find out just by clicking a button. So if I want to check what the meta keywords are for these videos, these are the tags that YouTube asks us to add when we're uploading a video. Now they used to show those tags in the public pages of YouTube, but they took them away, and the reason they took them away is because people were copying other people's tags, and it is a major ranking factor. So we do want to be able to get those. So what I can do is simply just checkbox up here to checkbox all of them and click Get Keywords Data, and it goes away. And you can see here on the right hand side, it's collecting those keyword tags for us, okay? I'll show you how we can use them in just a couple of minutes, okay? Also, we want to check the page rank of the channel. This is very important because we can get internal YouTube links back to our channels, and these can be very powerful, especially if they've got high page rank. So we click on this button here, Start Channels PR Checking, and you can see how fast this is down here, and we have now got the channel PRs in here, okay? So I can sort these as well. and you can see there's a couple of page rank 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 page rank 4 there. Now it's very easy for me using this tool to go and get some internal YouTube links from channel page rank of these channels from 4 and 5 and even 3 here, which will be useful. I'm going back to my own channel, and all I have to do is choose the ones that I want to comment on. Let's take the channel PR 4 and 5, and I can click here comment on, and it gives me two options: comment on the videos themselves or comment on the channels themselves. Okay, you can see how powerful that is. This is a little bit like blog commenting, but the difference is that not many people are using channel commenting, and that means there's not many links on those channel comment pages. Okay, and if you're in your YouTube channel, you will see a tab there called discussions, and that's exactly where these links end up when you comment. But to make this even better, what we can do is we can right click on one of these, and we can click here to get the uploader stats. And what that does, it tells me all the videos that that particular person from that channel has uploaded, and this gives me a really good opportunity to be able to do intelligent commenting. Okay, if I want to get a PR5 link, I want to get it to stick. Okay, even though we're using automation here, which saves me a bunch of time and research and things like that, and even for posting, what I want to do is to be able to make that PR5 link coming back to my own channel stick. So what I want to do then is take a look at some of the videos he's done, and maybe I'm going to comment with it. Maybe I'm going to leave a comment that says something. I saw your video about South Patio Canal being expanded, and I love this video too. And you can even comment on the person's name. Okay, so this person here is actually Patio People, which is a TV station or a newspaper or something like that. But as you come down, you will see some other people who have got some videos here. There's a guy here called David Kavanagh. He's an internet marketer actually, and you can see here that David Kavanagh has got a page rank 3 channel. I don't know where he's actually ranking. If I want to get the rankings back in order, I need to click this button up here. Maybe we can see where David is ranking here. I'm not seeing him. He's probably not optimized for that particular keyword. He's way down here. And he's talking about patio real estate lawyers. Okay, that's interesting. So you can tell what other niches other people are going for, which is kind of interesting too. So we can do all that kind of stuff very, very quickly, very, very easily, and we can do intelligent commenting. So maybe I want to leave a link, and maybe I want to leave a comment for this guy, Robert Tracy, and I can say, hey Robert, I enjoyed your video about patio cash flow for real estate. And it doesn't look spammy then, okay? And we can reverse engineer everything else he's doing, so you can get some great niche ideas as well, like we just saw with David Kavanagh down there, okay? So that's how the commenter works, that's how the research works, but there's another element here, and this is pulling in keywords from the Google Keyword Planner, okay, not from YouTube. And what we have tried to do is to try to filter them into commercial intent keywords, what we call buyer keywords, okay? To get the best out of this, what I want to do is to checkbox all of them. Okay, you can sort these by monthly searches as well if you want to just checkbox some of them. Maybe you want to just take 5 or 6 of these, and I'm going to show you the purpose of this, the way I use it, the way it's designed to be used, and that's to click this button here to send it to Tube Optimization Commando. Okay, so those keywords have been sent successfully, and I can move over to Tube Optimization Commando. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this seed keyword one more time from Tube Research, and I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to choose the top 5 videos. Okay, let me just see which number I am. I don't want to pull in my own one, so I'm going to choose the top 4 as I'm sitting there at number 5 right now, and just 4 will do, and we're going to analyze these from as my competition now. Okay, if I want to overtake them, this is going to tell me exactly what I need to do to move from number 5 up to number 1 in YouTube. But a lot of this is relevant for Google, okay, and that will become apparent as we look at these other tabs at the top here. So just wait for this. It's analyzing the videos, and here we get slightly different stats come on the right hand side over here. We can see the competition score, how many competitors that we chose to compare ourselves against, and we can see the average likes that they've got, and you can see there's a major advantage by getting some likes here. The average comments they got, you can see there's an average, there's a major advantage by getting comments, but not only getting comments, leaving comments there as well. Okay, from your channel to their video, you will be the only one there with a comment. Okay, and if they've got a high PR channel, for example, that's a great opportunity to get some linkers back to your own YouTube channel. You can see how powerful this tool is when you start to use all the pieces together. Okay, and this is just the first tab of the second software. Okay, so you can already see the power, but when we get into the optimization part here, it's going to blow your mind. Really, it will. It's some fantastic stuff built in here, and we're not finished with this stuff yet. I've still got plans to take this further, but anyway, excuse me. Let's take a look a little bit further, a little bit deeper. We can see how many comments, favorites, ratings, likes, like we did with the Tube research. But what is different here is that we can see if they have the keyword in the title, the keyword in keyword density in the description. We can see that this one's got 0.4 for that particular keyword phrase, real estate patio. We can see if they've got the tags in the description with this particular keyword phrase, real estate patio, for example. And also we can analyze the backlinks, their Facebook shares, their Facebook likes, Facebook comments, total of Facebook likes, shares and comments as well, which is kind of easier to understand. How many Google Plus shares, how many tweets, how many Pinterest, how many StumbleUpon Delicious, and how many channel subscribers as well. These are all important elements that can teach us a lot about what we need to do to over optimize these guys, okay? To out optimize these guys and take over them. And you can see it's actually going to be pretty easy inside YouTube if I want to go and get some additional backlinks, get more Facebook shares and likes, etc., get some retweets done, get some Google Plus votes, and we can even do that via the commenting system, and to get some tweets and Pinterest and etc., etc. So it's given me initially what I need to rank inside YouTube, and this competition score here is for YouTube. Okay. We will be building a little bit more, maybe a second tool for tube optimization that is for ranking on Google. Okay, at the moment we're using this, but it's still very, very relevant to what we need for ranking in Google too. Okay, so we come over to tube optimization now, and what you will see here is that we got a sort of area where we can add the title and the description, and you can see here there's a little checklist that I've put in for my specific strategies that I use for ranking videos. Okay, this is for ranking videos on YouTube and on Google. Okay, so for example, have I set up an IFTTT link wheel for my channel? Okay, I'm going to explain what that is in the next tab here. So I can checkbox which ones of these I have done, okay, and which ones I haven't done. And you can see then this will be added into the actual calculation score over here when we do that. Okay, so what I can do is just choose the ones that are relevant, and we want to tell it the truth all the time. We don't want to exaggerate in here. We want to know the reality, how well we are calculated for our on-page optimization. Okay, now in here you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. This is what this is doing, is pulling in the most common words from the videos that we analyzed. Okay, this is for those top 4 ranking YouTube videos, and you can see in the 1-word sequence words like patio, estate, real, Thailand, property, and sale are being used more often. Okay, so what we can do then is look at this, the 2-word sequences. I'll just move that along there so you can see it. The 3-word sequences as well. It's just to give us some ideas. It's not a perfect optimization system, but I've got something better to show you in just a second. Okay, now you can see here we can do that with the title and with the description as well. Just expand on this again, and you can see estate, patio, real, Thailand, etc. These are the keywords that we should be including. Okay, we don't have to focus too much on the density, because the way the SEO is now, we want to get as many buyer keywords or commercial intent keywords or grouped keywords into our content as possible. And if you can do that, you've got a highly optimized article which you can actually use to do less backlinking, but rank for more keywords for the one piece of content. Okay, now we did pull in the keywords from Google Planner from the Tube research, the buyer intent keywords, the commercial intent keywords. Okay, and you can see them over here where it says imported keywords. Now you can see here I've got real estate patio. So if I type in here real estate patio, you can see that becomes green. Okay, so I'm just going to copy that real estate word here. Now you have to use this with common sense. You want to build an article, at the same time you want to know that you're optimizing. Okay, so the next word, commercial real estate patio, well, real estate listings. And you can see that one becomes green as well. And this is just a little checklist that does it automatically for you. It's just giving you a guide. So you can be writing an article, trying to include as many of these keywords that makes grammatical sense as possible. And that way you're gripping your keywords, you're making a highly optimized article, and it's effortless to do so, okay? And it makes it very, very easy for you to do that. And so you can create highly optimized content very, very, very quickly, okay? What we can do as well, as you can see, these two buttons here, it says suggested title and suggested content. Okay, so we've also got another two here which are brand new, and one says suggested titles and one says LSI keywords. We'll cover that in just a second because I haven't actually used it, and this is the first time I've seen it in there, but my coders are updating 2 or 3 times a day at the moment as we release Hangout Traffic Commando. So anyway, let's have a look at the suggested title and suggested content, and we can check on the snippet here, and we can check on the LSI keywords here. Okay, first let's have a look at suggested titles. If I click on this, you can see it opens up this little box and it's got in here real estate patio, which is my seed keyword. Okay, if I click on suggested titles, it's going to go away and it's going to pull back some suggestions for compelling headlines. Okay, if we're using compelling headlines, more chances we get people to click through. You will need to tweak these a little bit, and what you can see here is things like how 9 things will change the way you approach real estate patio. You would have to maybe alter that to say approach purchasing real estate in patio, for example. Okay, so it might read 9 things that will change the way you approach purchasing real estate in patio. It's just giving you some suggestions for compelling headlines that create curiosity, okay? And you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to rack your brain to come up with headlines that will increase the click-through rate. Okay, so I keep telling people it's no point in being sitting there on page 1 or even number 1 if you've got content with crappy descriptions and crappy titles inside the Google search that people don't want to click on. So if you've got a business, for example, you're a dentist in Colorado, you don't want a headline that says dentist Colorado Colorado dentist. That's just useless. It's a waste of time. It's not going to force any click-through rates. It's not going to get you too many customers, okay, even if you're sitting at number 1. But if you have something like this, for example, those real estate ones I just showed you, so here it says, for example, real estate patio, doesn't have to be hard, read these 9 tips. I could change that slightly. Purchasing real estate in patio doesn't have to be hard, 9 top tips. It's just giving you instant suggestions that will give you great compelling headlines that will get people clicking through to find out what that information is about, okay, because you're promising something that you can deliver inside the video. And often, you know, what I can do there is I can actually optimize a video I haven't even recorded. I can find what I'm going to do a video about even before I've recorded it, and I can build a whole and build and plan a whole campaign inside here, and then go and record the videos and have everything optimized, and I know exactly what my video is going to be about. So you can use it like that as well, which is a great sort of content planner as well. And mentioning content planner, that sounds like an excellent idea to add an additional tab in here that we can save some campaigns, and we can have a planner here that we can just pick up anytime we want. Okay, so we can automate as much as possible, and again you can see the value coming to the fore of how we can use these particular tools. Okay, and we've got this that is helping us to do the very highly optimized content for multiple keywords. Okay, so if I'm doing proper backlinking to this, if I've got correct internal YouTube links, if I'm getting social signals, and this is highly optimized content with a whole bunch of keywords that are grouped together, very, very tightly grouped together, you can see how easy it is and how it's possible to rank for multiple keywords with one piece of content. And it's all 100% white hat so far, okay? We haven't done anything at all black hat at all, okay? So let's go and have a look at the suggested content as well. So we can click on this, and what this is going to do, if we click over here to suggested content, it's going to give you some recent news stories for that particular keyword. So this can give you some ideas what other people are writing about within Google News, and give you some suggestions of what you can include inside here, okay? So if you want to use any of this, you can just simply highlight it and double click it, and that content will be pulled in there. I don't particularly want to use it like that. I just don't think it should be used like that. What I do want to use it for is to get some ideas and see some good headlines perhaps, and get some suggestions and what other things I can write in here. Okay, so it's a little bit of curation, but it's there just as an additional sort of source for ideas and information. Okay, now let's come over to the LSI keywords, and I haven't used this one yet, so let's see what happens here. Now LSI keywords is going to be scraping lsikeywords.com, so very, very similar to what we had over here with the titles and description, where it's analyzed the top 4 results, because that's the 4 that I chose to analyze. This is going to analyze the top 4 results now inside lsikeywords.com. Okay, and because of that, then we are able to check what keywords is being used most commonly inside the lsikeywords.com, inside the top ranked video, top ranked content on Google. If you excuse me just a second. Okay, I'm back. I had to check with my coder there where these LSI keywords were going to. I didn't think they were going into here, these 1 words, 2 words, and to my relief they're coming in here, which is even better. So it's pulled in 615 keywords over here now, and we can see by their occurrences as well. We can see how many times they're mentioned when we adding those inside our content. So if I put in here coast, real, it should be highlighting. Let me just see. Yeah, it just came. There was a slight delay for it turning up here. As you can see, I've been playing around with it just to make sure it was working. So I can add these keywords in here, and it's showing me highlighting as well. So it's pulling in the LSI keywords, which again are the top ranked content on Google and not YouTube. Okay, so this is more important for ranking on Google, and this is making this tool even more powerful. And you can see how many times that you have that occurrence of that keyword within your content as well. Okay, so the word statement is mentioned twice. For example, the word coast real is mentioned 1 time, for example, and it just keeps going on like that. So you can be able to pull this in and get some great content in here. Now, another new addition is this one called Check Snippet. Now, this is actually very, very, very cool. But before I start using this, let me just grab a URL from a video. Let me just grab the URL from my video, for example, in here, and come back over to Tube Optimization. And what we can do here is add some content in the title. As you can see, I've already done that. Top 9 tips for purchasing real estate in Pattaya. And in the description, what I want to do is put some content in there. So I'm just going to take some of the suggested content because it's just easier. Okay, and this guy's got something about video marketing, video real estate marketing in Pattaya. Perfect. I've got some competitor here, and we can see this content is here. Now, what I can do is click on Check Snippet, and what's going to happen, it's going to show me what the snippet will look like inside Google search if we are ranking, okay, on the search results. And I can put my URL in here, and this is exactly what it's going to look like. So it means that we can optimize the way our content will look as a title and as a description, etc. Okay, now we will build this out a little bit better to show some other things, maybe with the other content around it. There's a very, very, very good tool available for free on the internet at SEOmofo.com, and if we can replicate parts of that, it would be very good. It's not to copy the guy, he's got a brilliant tool, but I want to not have to run off to another website, and I want to be able to do everything inside the same dashboard. So being able to do that here gives me instantly an indication of what this is going to look like in the search engines if I'm ranking on page 1 or page 2 or whatever. And you can see here that, you know, I've got quite a compelling headline, but the description here is just not very good at all. So I might want to optimize this part here, and that is the top part, the top 2 lines of your content here. So you can see that's another useful addition, and this is becoming a very, very, very good keyword optimization tool for your content for YouTube. And finally, what we can do here is we can click on the calculate score, and you can see my title hasn't really it isn't really that good as far as having the exact keyword real estate patio, but I have got my keywords real estate in patio in there. What you want to focus on is to make sure that you have got grammatically correct things here. I would actually focus more with video marketing to have the compelling headline, okay, even if it means you're missing out on something that is an exact match. Okay, for me to use a word, a keyword phrase like real estate patio, it's not going to make grammatical sense very easily. I can't really say top real estate patio tips. It just doesn't make sense. But what you can do, you can put top tips for purchasing real estate and put a comma, or you can put a dash. Okay, and if you put these characters in there, Google doesn't count them, and it will see that as a continuation. Okay, patio property tips number 1, for example. So I can create a series or something like that, and you can see how that makes sense then. Real estate patio is all kind of consecutively. This will not be counted by Google, so you have got your exact match in there. Okay, if I calculate the score again, it's coming down because the software isn't recognizing this dash, which we need to correct. Okay, but that's how it works. Okay, and it looks like I got a little bug there, but we will fix that. Okay, so that's just an overview of tube optimization. I put additional ranking factors for traffic, for marketing factors, and this is just like a cheat sheet, a checkbox. Okay, it won't affect any of the calculations on here, but it will give you some additional tips what you can do. This is just like a video SEO on-page cheat sheet and some off-page factors as well. Okay, so you get everything there. You can get some suggestions. Let's go over to IFTTT. Now what you have to do is get an IFTTT account, and you go over to ifttt.com. You can create an account there, and you can make accounts for some sites that they work with. Okay, I rather go over to fiverr.com, get someone to create one of these accounts for me. He will create all the accounts for $5, and then all I need to do is put username and password in here and click on here, start creating blogger. Okay, and what it will do is it will create what they call recipes. Okay, this is what they call recipes, and a recipe is basically an action that's going to happen when something is uploaded to somewhere. Okay, so for example, if I upload a new video to YouTube, then within 15 minutes IFTTT will do a data run, and because I have got this recipe then to post it to Blogger and to make a text post in Blogger, then it's going to take that video, it's going to post it into Blogger with the headline, with the description, with that YouTube video embedded in there, and that happens automatically. Now, all I have to do is set this up one time, okay, and we don't have to touch it ever again. Okay, it all happens automatically. You could have 20 of these IFTTT accounts, and that means your video from that particular YouTube channel, if you've got the same channel connected and all 20 IFTTT accounts, will automatically go to 20 different Blogger accounts. Okay, and from there Blogger will send it to Delicious, where it gets bookmarked. So it's going to get bookmarked by Delicious and Deagle. It will post it over to Tumblr, where it gets embedded again. It will retweet the Blogger post. It will tweet the Blogger post, sorry. Excuse me. It will take the YouTube video and post it over to Flickr. A lot of people don't realize you can actually upload videos to Flickr as well, not just images. It will post from YouTube direct into LinkedIn as well. And the reason I haven't done Blogger to these two is because they kind of don't look very good. We've tested it, and with LinkedIn, they don't like things that have been multiple syndicated. It's better just to do direct from YouTube into LinkedIn, okay? And YouTube into Reddit here as well. You can see my Reddit channel has failed here, and that means I need to create a new one now, okay? And then it can post over to Facebook into your newsfeed, and it can post from Blogger into your Facebook fan pages as well. So that's set up one time is automation. It's video embedding. So it's video embedding and it's syndication happening at one time. To go and get 20 IFTTT accounts on Fiverr won't cost you more than $100, okay? But if you've got a very, very, very important YouTube channel, that is $100 well spent, because it's just one time setup. Each time you run the software, click the button. All you do is you put your username, your password, click the button, let this finish down the recipes. It takes about a minute and a half, 2 minutes maximum. And you're finished. You don't have to ever touch it again. Okay, and just leave it like that, and every time you upload the video, all that syndication happens automatically. Okay, and there's nothing more to see here. You just move on and add another IFTTT account, or go on to the next strategy here, which is creating link pools and silos. Okay, so I'm not going to go too much in detail about this one, but let me just tell you, it's a little mini series of optimization here. So we can upload videos, usually between 3 and 5 videos. You can just add your video title, your description. You can even take that from Tube Optimization. Choose a category, keywords, upload your video from wherever you have it on your computer. This works better when you're using short videos, maybe 30 to 60 seconds, and you can use those and use different titles, aiming at different keywords that are related to your main keyword. Now what you want to do here is not over optimizing here, because you don't want these videos outranking your main video that you want to use these to push links to. Okay, you can put a money URL in here, which basically means the link that you want to put in the YouTube description for those videos that you upload here. Whatever link you put in here, it's going to be a link to an important page that you want ranked. Okay, and by adding these other videos here, basically what you're doing is you're able to get links in a first tier link wheel or silo to be able to get links to that particular money URL. Okay, and from there you will get an upload result, and you will get the video URLs, which you can use later in the software. And we have commenter here as well. This commenter will leave the first comment underneath your video after it's been published. So you can use that in a marketing sense by saying, thanks for checking out my video. Why don't you check out this other video about real estate mortgages in Thailand for foreigners, for example. Okay, and whatever URL you put in here, if it's a video URL from YouTube, it will pull in that headline with a blue anchor text link, okay, with a blue hypertext link, and that's what's going to show underneath your video. So you can use that for SEO and for marketing purposes. Okay, I go into that in more detail. I've actually got quite a big video about this particular one strategy, and it is highly effective if you take the time to do it. Okay, and we have an editor here where we can add our comments. That's all covered as well. What we can do here as well is we can choose which videos we want to add in that comment. So if I just put in here my channel name, I click on load videos, I can choose maybe 3 of these if I'm going to do 3 comments, and this link will automatically get posted into the first comment, this link to the second, and this link to the third comment. Okay, so that saves you time from going finding videos, URLs, etc. You just put in your own videos, checkbox it, and makes it really easy. Okay, now the next stage of this is the channel URLs from these videos you uploaded. Basically what it's going to do is it's going to mash up the RSS feeds from that channel. You've got to give it a name here, which I cover, and then it's going to post that mashed up URL. That's all of those channels all together, the RSS feeds for all of them. It's going to post them to 27 RSS directories. And also we got options here to post over to onlywire.com, to Social Adder, and we've got a complete strategy here, okay, within this one tool. Okay, it's like a mini strategy. Okay, Social Bookmark Commando, you saw me demonstrate creating the accounts. just to show you it wasn't a fluke. By getting the high success rate, we can look at account number 2. Some of these have to be verified. Sometimes they go into the spam folder, and it means you actually have to manually do that. But typically here, I don't. I just get rid of these ones. And because it's so easy to create the accounts, I don't really care about them. I'm just playing a numbers game, okay? And number 3, you can see, because we didn't use any proxies, and because we did these really fast without any time delay, that I've started to get some failures come in here. That's why I like to do no more than 3 profiles a day, okay? And let me just get rid of those. And so you can see here I've got 21 accounts from the first one, 17 from the second run, 16 from the third. Now if I get the same again tomorrow, then I'm getting something like, what's that, 37, 38, 48, 54 social accounts created every single day on this computer, okay? Now if you want to increase that up to 500 or 5,000, use proxies and you'd be able to do that, okay? And we can add proxies and profiles and stuff, which is covered in the other videos, okay? So this video is going on for quite long now. I don't want to take it too long. You can see here we've got another account creator in what we call the Tube Social, and basically what this will do is we'll post videos that you've got on your YouTube channel by using your channel name and checkboxing, okay, to these sites. And you can add multiple accounts on each of these sites like you can with the Social Bookmark Commando. That's Tube Social Commando, and that's how that works. And for the first tier link rule here, what we can do is we can create, instead of using the YouTube videos like we do in Tube Social, what we can do is we can create our own content. Okay, and we've got a curation tool in here, so I can pull in images from other places around the web, videos, videos as well, and we can also pull in some content here. So if I double click on the content, it's going to have a little web browser here, and I can choose parts of content that I want to use. And that's not a very good example. I just see if I can find something, a better example. And basically what I can do is I can just copy and paste some of this information here. Obviously you want to keep it as targeted as possible for your location if you're doing something like real estate, but the principle is that we just be able to copy and paste that information in there for very, very fast content creation to post to those particular sites like we have in the Tube Social here, okay? So that's the tier 1 and the Tube Social. In tier 2, we are doing something slightly different. It looks the same. It's using Blogger one more time with IFTTT, and it's syndicating to all these sites, okay? Now what I do with this is I create one very, very good Blogger account for that YouTube channel, okay? Not from IFTTT account creation on Fiverr.com. I create one very good Blogger account. I optimize it. I change the theme on it. I put links in there to my main pages and contact details and stuff like that. And that Blogger account is attached in an IFTTT account. So basically, I will order it on Fiverr. I will delete his Blogger account, add my own Blogger, and have this run as a second tier and third tier links, okay? So these will be second tier links to the Blogger account, and that way I'm getting more syndication. And again, you can go and do 20, 40, 60, 80 of these quite cheaply. And I think on Fiverr.com, you might even find some people do like 2 or 3 IFTTT accounts for $5. So you could get 150 done for, $50, and that means 50 times all of that syndication going on every time you upload a video without ever having to do anything else apart from put username and password for the IFTTT account and click the button, okay? And it's done. This is really, really good setting for get automation, okay? And we don't care what these links look like. They're just getting your YouTube video embedded. It's getting syndication going on. It's instant backlinking, and it's very, very powerful. But you do have to do a little bit in numbers to get the best results from it. But we're doing it safely because we are putting in a buffer between this and our YouTube videos, which may be the Hangouts or just a YouTube video. We're putting in that buffer there to protect that particular video, which will probably have a description to a money URL. And the money URL in this situation, I always suggest you use a landing page, okay? That way you can remarket to people from the traffic that you generate. You can maximize the traffic you can generate, okay? Next in here, we've got some options for indexing. Now, this is very powerful if you want to pull in the URLs from the posted from Social Bookmark Commando. You can put in an API key for indexification, for example, or Lindexed or Linklicious. I highly recommend you use one of these, okay? I use indexification. We will be adding one more in here called Incredible Indexer. Indexification costs $17 a month, and it just gets all my backlinks backlinked, okay? And that's very, very powerful. Okay. And next is a social poster where we're using third-party sites. Again, I've got OnlyWire in here, and the difference between this and the other one is that we're not using just the YouTube videos. We can use anything at all in here, and you can see I actually added a YouTube URL, but it can be anything in here. We can spin the title, we can spin the URL, and we can actually spin the description as well. You don't want to spin the URL inside OnlyWire because it will cost you a little bit more money. But what you do want to do is spin the title and description, okay? And Social Adder is kind of similar. This is social reshares. I will be adding another tab for Social Traffic Commander, which is a WordPress plugin we did, which is very, very similar to Social Adder, but cheaper because you control all of the accounts and you don't have to drop them $37 a time. Okay. Excuse me, my throat is a little bit cranky today by talking so much. Okay, so Social Adder is very, very good. I do use these services when I've got a very competitive keyword. I try to get as much variety in my SEO as possible when I do that, okay? And it's very, very quick and easy to move through this. And IMTalk is one of the, you know, it's such a good service that they have over there. They do bookmarking, and they're very, very cheap. To get 10 bookmarks costs 25 cents, okay? And these are established bookmarks. You can get 100 for $2.50, okay? And that is really, really, really cheap, and plus you can drip feed. So you can do a proper SEO campaign with that. And the Wiki Submitter is something really awesome that they have got over there. You just put in your username and password, whether you use a bookmark or wiki one, and you can put in spun titles and spun description as well. Okay, now I've got a video covered this one in detail. This is a very, very good service to use. Okay, you can see how cheap they are as well. 30 wikis cost only $9. But what it's doing is creating wiki pages, wiki posts, which are basically like articles with your anchor text inside the content. Okay, then it's bookmarking them, each one, and then it's creating an RSS feed from each one and posting it to RSS directories. Very, very, very good service for that amount of money. You can do 10 wikis for $3. I mean, you could even resell this stuff on Fiverr.com. Okay. Next, we have a spinner. Some people might want to use the same video for things like TubeLinkwell. You might want to spin various versions of the video they created for Google Hangouts. And this way you can create 10 copies, 25 copies at the click of a button. Just choose your video that's on your hard drive, choose the destination folder, click the number, the software will spin these, okay? And we have a multi-uploader for that as well, where we have to use the profiles tab up here. So we create a profile with some multi-channel accounts, and with that profile, and that's where these videos will be uploaded. Now, I don't use the multi-uploader so much. I use the TubeLinkwell if I'm going to do that, the Tube Silo. Okay, next is a playlist builder, which I covered a little bit in one of the videos earlier. This is a little bit different from the free version that we gave away previously. This one, you put your money URL, put a keyword phrase, get a compelling headline, choose the top ranked videos. How many was top 5 top ranked videos in YouTube, put in the YouTube description. Your video will be top of the playlist, and you're building relevancy because the top 5 video results in YouTube search results will be underneath yours. You're building relevancy, you're doing curation, and you're telling Google that my video belongs with these videos. Okay, so it's very, very powerful stuff. And here we can do the same thing, only this time we're using a checkbox. This will pull in the top results in YouTube. This time we're using a checkbox so that we can pick and choose which videos we want in the playlist underneath our own. Okay, so we just put a playlist name, our own video URL here, and write in the description here. And you want to use some optimization when you write in the description. Okay, so really powerful. And here we can create sections on our site so that we can create silos that way. We're categorizing that way with the playlist that we are creating. Okay, very powerful stuff, very easy stuff. It really takes 30 seconds to set it up and click and use it. Okay, but we're running out of time in this video, so thank you for watching. One final tool we got here. You can see it's actually got OnlyWire here again. This time you put in your YouTube channel, use the load videos, and you can choose which ones you want to send to only one and start bookmarking from here. This one is even better in my opinion. Okay, when we looked at Tube research, we saw that there was very, very little, if any, favorites being done. Okay, this is your chance to be able to do that very, very easily. You can checkbox your videos that you want to be favorited. Okay, and you can choose your username and password for any other YouTube channel, right? And then you can just well, you can even do it with the same channel from here, and you can click start favoriting, and it will start favoriting your videos. So you can just change out your accounts in here from YouTube and favorite these videos multiple times, which will give you a little bit of a boost as far as you're optimizing better than your competitors. Okay, so that's an overview of the tool, and we've still got more to add, and we keep doing updates every day. And you know, sometimes, as you saw before with the tube optimization, I get caught out because we've had some updates done that I wasn't even aware of. I've got 2 full-time coders working on this right now, and that work with me full-time anyway, so we're always around. We're able to help if you've got technical issues. Sometimes we get into TeamViewer, use TeamViewer via Skype to be able to help you, and we have yet to have one instance where we could not get someone up and running that had any technical issues when we have used TeamViewer. Okay, so that's an overview of Hangout Traffic Commando. Thank you very much for watching. You can see how powerful this is, and we keep making it better as well. Okay, thanks guys, bye bye.